Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Allen off the play fake. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Got it complete to Karras Shakir.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They run for the first time with James Cook.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Palmer going to go in motion left. Allen going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
and 7.
Now Allen. Into the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Back to the ground. Cook. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Right back to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
It's a gain of 11. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Bills offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. That's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To the air, Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
Under pressure, they got him again. T.J. Sanders in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. This second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Bills, first down.
Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. Josh Palmer from 6 yards away. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Burrow on play action. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown.
3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now it's Burrow.
That is caught.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Burrow throw. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Cook up the gut.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Allen now looks to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
It's a pickup of 6.
And again, it's Allen. Caught on the slam.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no
You're
way.
going to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
Your 10th
anyone.
born.
It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But his defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Now Allen. This one complete to Coleman. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 34.
To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Allen gonna throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the air, Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our journey through the
report.
NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Joe Burrow sacked.
McPherson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10.
Throwing now is Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cam Taylor-Britt on the coverage.
They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Coleman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Keon Coleman. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Allen again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Allen.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, look at the juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Burrow looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
A gain of 7.
From the gun to give to Brown. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And complete right side to Cook. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Up the middle, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. Or maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the give, this is their fullback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Taken down right at
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Oh, what a juke into space. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays.
Yeah.
They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The visitors' offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
98 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bills first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
Burrow's pass complete
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5.